Well, one thing that kind of stood out to me right away is we talked about this a few weeks back on another show where there's a stat that was floating around for a long time that over 75% of realtors did
Mm-hmm.
not sell a single home last year,
Mm-hmm.
which is important to understand that there are a lot of agents that are struggling right now and leaving the industry. Like it's one of the toughest markets we've seen in a while. And I think that might even be one of our next videos queued up here. But the reality is, we got to keep in mind too, not every realtor out there is in the business of buying and selling properties with clients or representing clients on both sides of this. Some of
Right.
these agents are doing it just for themselves, like this guy, where he has his own business, where he is buying and selling properties himself for himself to
Mm-hmm.
build this brand, build this business. And I think that that's important for us to recognize is when you're looking at stats, don't if you have that capability to look up a realtor, don't necessarily let the stats always play to how you would treat that relationship. You don't know what they're actually doing in many cases. So personally, what I try to do is if I look somebody up, because we have technology, by the way, for those watching, where we can look up and see what everyone's been doing for volume wise and who they've been working with and how many transactions and where they're
Mm-hmm.
located and all that good stuff. When I look someone up, if I see that they have 0 transactions or 100 transactions in the last year, I'm going to go into that conversation pretty much the same way every time, though, because I
Mm-hmm.
don't always know. And I have been very much surprised to see, I actually do. You might see 0 for me, but we actually do 75 homes a year. We run it under my wife, or we run
Mm-hmm.
it under my husband, or my partner, or we've got a partnership of 3 and this person runs it under them, or we only do this kind of thing here where they're buying and holding properties for rentals and it doesn't really show up on any of their radar. So that's one thing that I kind of took away from it is, as somebody that is looking at volume of transactions in how we would go into that relationship and what we would kind of maybe plan to, as a mortgage person, how can I get behind them to help them? How can I help their families more?
Right.
I don't know what this guy's doing up front, but now that I know this, if I knew this up front, I'd be like, oh, well, that's a whole different approach to the situation. Then
Right.